An age-old tournament is held at the Necropolis Kravis, an undead city founded for and by undead who felt that the surface world simply wanted nothing to do with them. In recent years, the Necropolis has attracted many of species, including humans, and has seemingly amended relations with the surface. The governor of the Necropolis even extended an invitation towards the city of Janus. A friendly bout between a surfacer champion and the underworld's champion. The announcer Griswold hops forward onto the center of the wooden stage. The wooden stage itself, old and stained with the blood of underworld champions of the past. Griswold starts to yell in a voice that oddly fits a ghost of his age. "Greetings, one and all. Surfacers and underworlders. Rotten and pristine flesh." Gathered crowd chuckles, most already used to Griswold's crass dark humor. Most. Griswold stops yelling but continues in a voice loud enough for the masses even in the back to hear him. "Today, we hold this sacred tournament, my fellow beings. Today, we determine the who's who. The best of the best. Who among these two contestants is best warrior? Is it Surfacer, or is it our very own Underworlder?" Gathered crowd starts to cheer and holler as the question is asked. Griswold makes a shushing motion with his hands. Yes. I'm excited too. Let us remember our history though. Griswold starts to prepare himself. Griswold clears his voice. Our history with the Surfacers is vast and filled with bloodshed. I doubt the Surfacers among you here today even remember the wars of ages ago. The wars that ended with mountainous death counts on either side. Yes, even we undead mourn our losses, and even we can bleed. Griswold holds up a finger. Yet, this city was founded for and by our undead ancestors, and look what happened in the decades past. Would they be proud of us? Would they be ashamed of us giving up past grievances and joining hands with the Surfacers in their crusade to rid the world of the demonic cults and fortresses? Would they approve of this tournament? Mind you, this is now more tradition than anything. It isn't necessarily needed anymore. The crowd looks among themselves unsure and murmur. Many have and are in friendly relations with the Surfacers among them. Especially the merchants, since undead crafts tend to fetch for a very high price because of durability. Griswold coughs to get attention back on him. I would say yes. They are proud. They aren't ashamed. They would approve. In my opinion, it is time this useless bloodshed is put behind us. Why do we fight if in the end we all go into the ground together regardless origin? Do we not also want to have a life, to have friends, family, and all? Are we not alive? Griswold continues to usher to crowd. Tell me, are we not alive? Do we exist? Are we nothing but corpses that arose from our graves? Are we beings with thoughts, feelings, emotion? What are we, my friends? The crowd breaks into loud cheers as Griswold shows a ghastly grin. The crowd seem to be renewed by his words and his empathy. Crane and Faye enter stage. The former from the right, the latter from the left. Griswold points to Crane first, our undead champion, Sir Crane of our very own Necropolis. Now a beautiful ghoul. He was a zombie 5 years ago. Points to Faye on his left, our stunning challenger. Faye of Janus. An enchanted elven city some miles above. Have a good fight you two and play fair. Both contestants bow to one another before rushing each other. Crane with a greatsword, Faye with twin daggers. As time passes and Crane's swings get parried every now and again, the crowd can tell he has finally met his match. Faye drives her daggers in.